G'day everybody. How do you ride a bike when you haven't got a bike and you haven't ridden a bike? You wouldn't know how to ride a bike. You could be told and you might think you know, yet you get on there and you do your pedals, right? And you try to balance, this is what you're being told. So in a way, you know the wording of how to ride a bike, but how do you know you can ride a bike if you haven't ridden the bike? You wouldn't, would you? But you can talk all day long about you know how to ride a bike and what happens when you ride a bike. But how do you know that you know how to ride a bike? Like the Indiana Jones movie would say. You need to get out of the library, go experience some things. Maybe that's how you know. So you got to ride the bike. And once you've known that you ride the bike and everyone's seen you ride the bike and you've ridden the bike, you can talk all about riding the bike. But the thing is, a lot of people talk about riding the bike when they haven't ridden the bike. It's pretty hilarious, isn't it? And it takes a while. It takes a little time to ride the bike. You'll fall off for a few days. Everyone learns quicker than others to ride the bike. But it takes time and some guts too. Sometimes in life, you got to have, you got to push yourself because riding the bike can hurt because you know you're going to fall off. And when you fall off, it hurts. So that holds people back for a while. Some people, they fall off and they get hurt and they don't ride the bike for a week or 2 or 3 months or whatever, and then they try again and then they might get hurt again and then that even holds them up even longer. Some people get lucky and they don't hurt themselves, and so that brings up the morale within them. It's good feelings and stuff like that. Right? And so they succeed quicker, and the failing ones usually go further back and don't feel good. But anyway, how do you ride a bike if you haven't ridden a bike? These people too, you can talk about bikes. People, they own a bike, they haven't ridden it yet, they've fallen off, and then they talk about how to ride a bike and why they're not riding a bike now, because they'll talk about all the bad experiences of the bike. They'll love to talk about that more. That's why I haven't gotten back onto the bike yet, because they just need some more motivation to get back on the bike. That's why we all spread good morale around to people. You do things so people see that it's not hard, and then they'll want to ride the bike. So you show someone to ride a bike again, you get back on there, or you get someone similar age to them, that even helps, and you get them to ride a bike and you explain it again, you tell them that they're not stupid or anything. A lot of times people just are scared to do that jump, that go ride the bike jump, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm doing now when it comes to spirituality and the way I'm trying to learn. And I am getting a certain way, and I'm not 100% in the full way I am, because it's going to take a bit of time and I need to go places and do things before I can get fully there. But I know I'm on a path to get where I need to get. Like all the other people back in the day that made the first Bibles and stuff like that, right? They were on paths, and you got to go on a path and you got to do it for a while. And that's what I'm on. And all I ask on this path is, people to support the path. And when you don't get supported on the path, well, the best way to do that is to go either by yourself or go somewhere else where you can find support for the path that you're on. And that's why we should all be different, because that's why there's all different religions too, because there's all different paths that people want to be on or prefer to be on at that time and how they feel. We all go through different times and different paths at different times, right? And we learn and we move on. We shouldn't judge the people when they want to move on to another path. We all do that. Like when we get out of high school, they go, don't get married and all this, you'll end up not seeing her. But it's us moving on with the path, right? That's how things work. Anyway, I thought I'd chuck this out. And that'll be something I've got to say before I finish up what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm getting everything finished. And then I'm going to have a break so I can find my path the way I need to, because I'm not finding it here. And I'm obviously not ready to spread my path, and that's fine. And so I'm going to go quiet for when I'm all ready to jump out better with my path that people are ready for, I guess. Anyway, bye. See ya.